Hey everyone, Rua here with an NM tutorial. It's been a long time since I did one of these, hasn't it? Golden Kist is widely considered to be the hardest of the Race and Jima Tier 1 NMs, and honestly, its adage is well founded. I'm putting this brief strategy guide out to help people solo or low man this nuisance of an NM better. There's a few videos of Golden Kist fights on YouTube already, but here I'll explain and show how you can actually outsmart its mechanics and beat it rather than just Zerg rush it and hope for the best. The best job for solo or low manning Golden Kist in my experience is a red mage using the Vitiation sword or the Crochet Moors. Other jobs can do it for sure, but if things go south, which they quickly and often can against this thing, red mage can easily solo it without trust NPC support. If doing this with trust NPCs, then I advise using Amchuchu as your tank and Zed as a stunner. It'll make sense when you see it in a moment. The first thing you need to know is that throwing heavy DDs at Kist will get you killed very quickly, as not removing the potent zombie and deer aura during mana font uses will melt your front line, especially if the deer is stacked with Death Trap's poison. When Kist spawns, it immediately uses Death Trap, which hits your whole group with a potent stun and poison. With good magic evasion gear and Bar Thunder, you will likely resist it. Use a Cleric's Drink to get the poison off your group and engage. If on Red Mage, use Saboteur and hit Kist with Slow 2, Addle 2, Bio 3 and Paralyze 2. Paralyze might take a few casts to land, since it seems to have a minor resistance to it, but sticking it will make this fight a lot easier. Zed will use stun to stop TP moves going off if his timer is ready, but since he will have fully capped magic cased and fast cast from Amchuchu's Valiance, his recast timer will be short to the extent he can pretty much stun every attempted use of Death Trap. When Kist reaches 75%, it uses its first mana font and its aura goes up. The aura prevents you from healing and the deer is potent. This is what always seems to trip groups up. The aura can be removed and mana font cancelled by staggering Kist. What staggers it is magic damage opposed to the element Kist is exclusively using for this mana font use. So, if you see Kist casting Aero 6, then counter with Ice Magic. Any form of magic damage of the given element has a chance of staggering Kist, but since Red Mage attacks so fast with so many attack grounds thanks to Temper 2, it staggers Kist very quickly with its end spells. Just change your active end spell when you see what Kist is casting. Kist is most vulnerable to Darkness Elemental attacks, so Sanguine Blade is a reliable source of damage on it. Sanguine Blade will also be your lifeline if your Trust Healer goes down, so it's good to have a set ready. At 50% mana font goes up again, and make sure you don't have Death Trap's poison on you before pushing Kist to use it. Remember, you can't heal during mana font. Kist will likely change element when it uses mana font again, so you'll need to counter with the appropriate spell again. Below 50%, Kist also gains access to a new attack called Pandora's Curse, which puts a very strong impact effect on your entire group, which cannot be removed until it wears off by itself. Zed should be able to stun it, but if it goes off, watch yourself until it wears off. 25% brings another mana font, so repeat the aforementioned countermeasure. From here on out though, Kist can freely use mana font, so you need to amp up the damage and finish it before it catches you out. Despite your best efforts, Kist will probably catch you out at some point. Have another party member use a Cleric's Drink if you lack a White Mage to quickly remove the poison if it lands. Kist earned its reputation as a notoriously difficult NM, especially for a tier 1, because people just kept trying to Zerg it only to be met with a brick wall. It's an NM that makes you think and keeps you on your toes. Also, honestly, it's one of the most engaging NMs in the game to solo. And as you've seen from this clip here, when you understand its mechanics, you'll just breeze through it. I'll see you all next time. Oh, and Happy Christmas.